Welcome to Honey and Brown.
I will never start the intro.
Oh my god.
Welcome to Honey and Brown.
Music corner.
Yeah. What do we do on this channel?
So we do a lot of music and anime.
Basically it. Maybe we'll throw in some other stuff, movie, TV stuff, but this is mainly anime and music.
Yeah.
This part of our channel is called the Music Corner.
Yeah.
It's basically songs and artists that I've already heard and, you know, have a pretty good experience with, and I get to introduce it to my wife, who's basically oblivious to anything when it comes to music.
That's true. That is true fact.
This Music Corner is mainly me introducing her to Michael Jackson, and you know, that's how kind of like the foundation of this channel is, which is kind of cool because I said in a previous one that the foundation of my musical taste has been Michael Jackson. But in saying that, you know, Michael has definitely influenced my taste in a lot of music. So I will still continuously do a ton of MJ. We haven't even scratched the surface, but I kind of want to go on a bit of a side tour onto it, you know, and I want to introduce you to this band that you know that I'm obsessed with.
Yes. He's listened to this band honestly when they did their last album like 3 months straight.
Well, yeah,
3 months to 3 months.
The band is called The Broken View,
yes.
And I was first introduced to them off of a song of theirs called Something Better, which I'll put in either the description or the link. Check it out. Crazy good song. It's, you know, it's a soft rock song, and funnily enough is that the lead singer is actually subscribed to our channel because we did like kind of like a little short parody of his song in a previous video. Yeah,
that was so cool.
Yeah, but this band I've grown to just love. Like this band is one of my favorite rock bands of like all time now. Like definitely on my top 5 list of rock bands, and they've only released 2 albums. Their first album was an EP called Something Better, which came out, I believe, like I want to say 2019 or like 2019 or something like that.
Yeah.
And it was I had 5 songs on it, and when I first heard those 5 songs, I immediately became hooked to this band. You know, they're from New York. You know, they're a very indie band. They're not really known, but they deserve all the success, you know, because they're such a great band. And I hope you guys who are mainly here for the Michael Jackson will actually just like give this band a chance and listen to them, because yeah, I think they're a phenomenal band. And again, so they just released their actual like their debut album. Came out in December, and it was called On the Mend. And oh my god, I have been nonstop like since that album's come out. It's never left my Spotify on like on the albums that I'm currently. It's been there, like it hasn't left. You know, it's still an album I listen to nonstop, and I'm still loving this album, and it's such a beautiful album. And I hope people will go out of their way and listen to this album. But you've heard some songs by The Broken View because that's all I play. You know, I either play Michael or The Broken View. But when this album came out, it was just The Broken View. Yeah,
honestly, for 2-3 months, like Broken View. Yeah. Like every day, every time I'm in the car, every day.
Can't help it, man. It's just, you know,
even in the shower.
And and I can't even do that with Michael because I want her to react to it. But you know, The Broken View, I just God. But this song, I don't think you've heard. Or if you have, you probably heard in the background, but you know, I think this is a kind of a cool song for the subscribers and people watching this for the first time to kind of I think this is a really good song for you to start off on, just to kind of know their style. And you know, it's a bit more soft rock, it's a ballad, but this song is called Nothing to You. And again, it's off of the On the Mend album. Go and check it out. I promise you will not regret it. Like if you're into like you know, if you're into like rock, soft rock, you know, alternative rock, these guys are amazing. They for such a young band, they put so much effort and talent, and like they put so much of their emphasis on lyrics and atmosphere. Like they're a very atmospheric band, and what that kind of means is like when you hear their songs, you can feel it, and it's like, how I explain it is like, it's like you're in the dark, but you can see the fog, and that's the atmosphere. It's like a build up.
Oh, that's kind of beautiful.
Yeah, so I really love this band. Don't worry, we'll get back to Michael, but you know,
He loves it so much.
Yeah, but this band really is like, does. I don't really like, I listen to a lot of music in general, but you know, this band, I just want this band to get more recognition. But anyways, I'm not going to go too much into what the song is. Again, I want you to listen to it and kind of like get your own experience, and then we'll definitely talk about it afterwards. So here it is. This is from The Broken View, the song called Nothing to You, off of their On the Mend album. Ooh. Even though I've heard this song probably like 100 times. Piano.
I took a drive to the corner store like I did the last time. Spent the last 15 on the nicotine and the dough. I forget why, but whenever I try to apologize, you had a look that said I don't wanna be alone.
I love that song, I'm sorry.
And she said, will you still love me when I am far?
Oh, that is where that quote is.
Yeah.
Of course I will. And it's moments like these that I'll always remember, 'cause they meant that much to me, and clearly meant nothing to you.
I just love the build up to this song.
Contain yourself.
So that was The Broken View, Nothing to You. What are your thoughts on that? I think you've heard bits and pieces of it.
I've heard of this, and then when I tell him, like, you know, that's the quote is from, because like my husband always leaves me quotes in our fridge, and then there would be a quote in there, and then it would be from a song, but I would never know which song it is.
But what do you think of this?
First of all, like I understand why he loves this, because it's broken. Like it's like, you know, it's like broken heart song. Like it's just sad. And like I love the part when he says, you know, will you still love me when I am far away? And then yes, of course I will. It's like that is so pure. Like holy crap, that is so pure. And the way he says it, like the first verse when he says it like kind of mellow, it's like it's just like, you know, it's like a dagger to your heart. And then like on the second one, when it builds up, it's just like a dagger that's just being pushed in, and just like, yeah, you die.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard this song probably like over 100 times, and it still feels like the first time that I'm hearing this. And you know, it's kind of hard to like go from like Michael to anybody else, but like this band to me, like it means so much to me because you know, I really got into this band from the last maybe like year and a half, 2 years. And you know, the last year and a half, 2 years hasn't been the best for like everybody, right? You know, we've all lived in a pretty dark time. So I really connected with this band. You know, their first album, Something Better. Like that entire album, it's certain times in life when you just hear an artist and you only need to hear one song and you're hooked. And when I heard their song called Something Better, which again, please go and check it out. I'll put all of like the songs you guys should check out either in the description or in like the pinned comment. Please check them out because you know, I'm not saying they're like Michael, but like if you want an actual artist that cares about their music and actually puts thought and effort and actually cares about their fans and just you know, check this band out because you know, they, you know, I know the lead singer, he's influenced by a lot of bands, Linkin Park, Blue October, and Michael Jackson. You know, like that's pretty crazy. And like you can kind of see bits and elements of it because he puts thought into his songs. And again, like when I say atmospheric, this is a perfect epitome of what I mean. It's like his voice is like, it's hollow and it's kind of, you can hear an echo and you can just feel the atmosphere. You can feel the smoke. You can feel, you know, just like when you're in the dark, you see little dust. Like the song is so atmospheric, but yeah, I mean, like why this band is so important to me is because like I was listening to them a lot during the last couple of years, like during like since COVID started basically, and it just connected with me on a different level, right? And like I do like a lot of like these new rock bands, but there's certain bands that like, you know, in my life that when I hear them, it's for life. You know, Linkin Park, Blue October, Breaking Benjamin, Starset, The Broken View. Like to me, they're forever on that level. I will like always follow them. I'll always support them. But this song, man, like Nothing to You, you know, the lead singer, I believe, I think he's like in his mid 20s, like 25, 26. And a lot of his songs are coming from, you know, because I watched a lot of their Patreon stuff and just a lot of the interviews that they've done with fans and stuff like that. Just like, and when they talked about this album and, you know, a lot of his songs from his last two albums, they come from a very, you know, in what he said, a very bad breakup. And on his first album, he said he approached that album in a very like very high school superficial way. Like he was very like he was dealing with it, and the way he was dealing with it was very much about, it was like, you know, woe is me, right? And in this album, it's almost like his mature way of facing all the pain and all of the heartache that he went through in his past relationship with this girl, right? And it's him maturing, it's him growing up, and it's him accepting that, you know, they were not meant to last. And he doesn't blame her, and he's not saying feel sorry for me. It's like he's going into it in a more adult way, right? Because like, you know, when we're young and when we break up, it's always the other person's fault, right? We're always the hero in our own story. And this album, when you hear most of it, you know, you do get a bit of that of like he was heartbroken, but you kind of see that he's accepting that not everything was their fault and that he takes some responsibility. But this song, you know, when there's like a line where she said, will you still love me when I am far away? And then he says, yes, of course I will. And at the very end, when he's basically saying like maybe he held their relationship to a higher level than she did, because like he says, you know, and it's moments like these that I'll always remember because they meant that much to me and clearly meant nothing to you. And it's sad because like I mean, we've all gone through our breakups, and you know, I can definitely relate to the song where sometimes you're in the relationship and, you know, there's like a quote I heard from like Smallville is that in a relationship, there's always one person that stands while the other person kneels. And like, I can tell from this point of view of the song, you know, he's not blaming, you know, his, the person that he was with that it ended, but maybe he's kind of blaming himself because maybe he held their relationship at such a high pedestal that it was only meant to fall, right? Because everything meant more to him than it did to, you know, his like the person that he was with, right?
Yeah.
And like nothing to you, it's just like, you know, clearly they meant nothing to you. And isn't that sad that like something can mean so much to one person and mean absolutely nothing to somebody else?
Yeah.
It's just like, you know, going back to our Michael Jackson stuff, it's like those songs mean so much to me and it's impacted my life, but to someone else it can mean nothing. And it's such a weird kind of dichotomy that has, right? And
that is like, it's so true, like what he, you know, like that title alone, it's just, it's so good, because like that is so true, that, you know, like you do so much for one person, but then they don't, you know, they don't like put it in the same, it's not in the same value.
So yeah, this is just such a good song, such a good band. I really hope that, you know,
it's such an amazing band, and we really hope that, you know, they get like a lot more shine. Yeah,
they deserve. They're super independent. You know, I'm gonna leave all of like their social media stuff, like their Instagram and their Facebook and their YouTube channel, because I really want this band. Like I just really like this band. Like it's very rare. Like music is you know, to me at least, like I hold music at such a high level and it means so much to me. Like to some people, music is just music. It's just like something to listen to when you're doing whatever. But to me, I need music in my life. Like I need it. Like I other than you, I'm not really good at like kind of like explaining my emotions in a healthy way, or like, not really like in a non-healthy way, but I'm very like guarded when it comes to that. And music allows me to kind of like, if I don't know how to speak what I'm feeling, I listen to a song and then it's like I don't need to explain it to anyone else. I get relief in my head, right? So that's why music is so important to me. And there's very few artists and bands. Like MJ is here, he'll like, no one will ever come in that realm, but there's, you know, there's certain other bands that have kind of impacted my life in a different way, and The Broken View is one of them. Like they're a band that I just came across randomly. I don't even know how I came across them, to be honest. I think it was like on YouTube or Spotify, and I was like, oh, that's a cool name for a band, The Broken View. That's perfect for me, right? That's like the perfect. And I heard their song Something Better, and I was like, yo, who is this band? And I remember, I think you were working, and I remember you coming home and like, yo, you need to hear this song like right now, right? And then she also fell in love with this band, and she typically doesn't like many of the rock bands that I think she sometimes pretends to like the rock music, because
it's so hard to like, you know, to not like them, because like he loves them so much with a passion. Like he's so passionate about it,
like rock music, right?
But I'm more like, okay.
But The Broken View, I mean, I think
actually, they're really good. It's like
very good, man. Like we used one of their songs part of our wedding too, right? Like a song called Who We Are. It was somewhere in our wedding. I can't remember. It was I think it was a signing of her marriage license on that. But like, I don't know, music is so important to me, and you know, Michael Jackson has influenced my life so much and has influenced my musical taste that like I have such a high standard for all other bands and musicians. So in my mind, I realize it doesn't really matter if I accept them or not, but to me, for me to love a band or to love a song, honestly, I compare it to Michael Jackson, because I'm like, if you're not like, I'm not saying that you need to be on his level, but that's my foundation of what I listen to. I need like harmony, melody, lyrics. You know, I need to believe what you're singing, right? And a band like this, I know it's, you know, like all the songs are written by the lead singer, Austin Kranick, and, you know, and this band as a whole, you know, all their songs are written together, and they're, you know, I just like them because they're a young band, but you can tell they're not trying to do the whole like rock star type of image, or not trying to, you know, they're just making music from the heart. And like, I really love certain sounds when it comes to music and atmospheric rock, and like atmospheric rock, like it's kind of hard to explain what it is. Like it's just you feel it. Like this song is a perfect example of what atmospheric rock is. But I love this band, and I hope more people check them out. Definitely we'll be reacting to more songs by them, because even though you probably heard it around our home and in the car, I'm pretty sure you just tuned them out, because like literally when this album came out on the Mend in December, for 3 straight months I was non-stop listening to it. Like
I love their songs, like, you know, when
but I become obsessed with the music. So
he becomes obsessed that, like, you know, all the music videos, all the interviews, it's like all that I've, you know, heard.
But yeah, again, we'll probably be doing this. We'll probably be doing quite a few Michael Jackson, but we'll always throw in like another band or just like another song just to kind of like mix it up.
Yeah, hopefully Blue October releases his song.
Another great band that, you know, I want, you know, that are really crazy. And actually this band, one of their major influences is Blue October, and you can kind of hear a bit of that influence as well, right? But again, stay tuned for our next reaction. Be way more MJ. We have a lot more to do off of the Invincible album and the History album, and maybe we'll go back to some songs off of this album, kind of see if you guys really like it. But yeah, let me know in the comments, you know, anyone that's kind of here just for like the Michael Jackson stuff.
What are your thoughts about
what are your thoughts on this band, you know? Like hopefully you'll check it out. And again, I'll put like a list or like a couple songs you guys should check out by this band if you're into them. I'll put them in the pinned comments. Hopefully I remember, but I don't know when this video is going to come out, but definitely just check it out. And yeah, you know, let's start showing let's like the MJ community, let's start showing some love to, like, you know, bands that actually care about music. It's very rare to find artists that have such a love for the music, and and music is their life. And this band, they're a very unknown independent band, and you know, I feel like this much talent deserves to be like showcased more. So, you know,
I know that is what I love about this band, because like I can really feel like in their music videos, even the title and like their lyrics is like I can really feel and see how like the care that they put into their music. That it's not just a title, it's not just like, you know, even like their like name, The Broken View, you know, it's just like it says a lot.
It has
about
a purpose
them.
behind their name,
like,
you know?
it says a lot about them, and that's why, like, you know, I'm really loving this band, because like you can just see, like, you know, I love people who puts like work into, like, who puts like hard work, not just to make money, not just like, you know, to become famous, but to actually put work because they love what they're doing.
In a day and age right now where like music sales are down and everyone's just kind of like we like live in like the single world where it's like you just like a single and you don't really
look out on your own,
and like you don't really look at like their whole album and them as an artist. Like we don't become invested into the artist now, you know. We just become invested in just like, oh, that's a cool little song, let me just add it to a playlist, and then never really hear more from them. So this band, like they didn't make a song full of singles. They made a song full, or sorry, they made an album full of songs, and that's what separates them from a lot of these newer bands. Because a lot of these newer bands, I mean, in order to sell, they just make singles off of their albums. They don't really put much heart and emotion to them. But this album, when you really listen to it, like, I mean, there's like
a story on each song.
Yeah, there's a story, but it's like there's no like, what's the word? Like there's no like, oh, that's a single that's gonna blow them up. You know, you just hear credibility with every song. You just hear an artist performing music, and they're such a young minded. Like, I mean, I'm not saying I'm old and whatever, and like I'm so much more wiser, but like they're in their mid-20s, and like the stuff they're singing about, it's just like their view on love and, you know, relationships and friendships and all that type of stuff, and like it's done in such like a wise point of view, or more experienced point of view. But anyways, this was The Broken View, Nothing to You, off of their On the Mend album. Please check them out, and yeah, you know, look forward to more reactions from us for this band in the future. But
actually, there's so many bands. He loves so many.
But we're gonna definitely stay with the MJ, because you have to read.
Oh, we'll always have MJ, like every week.
Yeah, but we gotta throw in some other bands. We gotta give them some shine too. But you know,
just like once a week or something. You know,
once every week, 2 weeks. Who knows? But again, thank you all for your support. Thank you for the comments on the last couple of videos. You know, we're blown away. We're so appreciative of every single one of you. You know, and we're on the road to 1K. That's insane that we're like a channel that we're just kind of like, when we created it, like I thought we could do something big with it, but it was just like, let's just see where it goes. Now it's like that dream of like something more for this channel is actually starting to, like, it's on the horizon. We've just started, and we love that this like we love that the momentum, the foundation is Michael Jackson, right? Because like that's such a beautiful way of like growing our channel. And
yeah,
you all of you subscribers and people that are supporting us, it's incredible. Like I never thought we'd be put in this kind of position now where like
I know
we're just so fortunate to have people that actually are interested in kind of like what we do, right?
I've never thought we would have hundreds at all.
100, yeah. I thought like, wow, 100 subscribers set.
Yeah.
And now we're like almost at 1,000, man. Like you guys are incredible, and it's all thanks to you. It's nothing that we have really done, right? It's just, if it wasn't for you guys.
That is so true.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if no one comments, if no one likes, if no one makes a discussion,
we'd
like
be nothing to you.
yeah.
Oh.
Oh my god, you're so corny.
Yeah. But yeah, anyways, thank you again, and yeah, we'll see you in the next video.
Thank you.